All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our mini training. I'm going to get connected, get going with our live stream. How is everybody? All right. Here we go. This is going to be my first time going live on Zoom. Let's hope this connects. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Or I shouldn't say going live on Zoom. I should say LinkedIn. Okay. I am hoping this is connecting. Oh, we are logging into LinkedIn. Does this mean I'm live? Oh my goodness. I am so excited. I'm going to check. Hold on. Let me just make sure everything is connected. I'm so excited because I have never done a live stream on LinkedIn before. This is a first for me. And how fun is this? But I just want to make sure I'm actually live. So I'm not just here talking to myself. So let's double check this. Give me 1 second. Welcome to everybody that is joining aside from LinkedIn. All right, let's make this happen. All right. Can everyone see me? Hello. Are we together? Oh my gosh. Okay. It is looking like we are live. Holy guacamole, kids. This is so fun. Okay. I am going to get going with this. We are recording. We are on Zoom and I've got the Zoom room going. I'm on LinkedIn. This is so exciting. Okay. Hello. How is everybody? OMG. I can't believe I'm live on LinkedIn. Do you all know how long it took me to figure out how to make this happen? I've done so many Instagram lives. I've done so many Facebook lives, but this is actually my first time going live on LinkedIn. So to all my LinkedIn world out there, hello. If you are new to my world, welcome. My name is Elise Conroy, and I am here as your coach today to help you land your dream job. So that is the whole focus of our time together. I have a ton coming for you, and I really have one objective for this conversation that you and I are going to have today, and that is to help you figure out exactly what needs to happen and not the fluff, right? We're going to get really nitty-gritty with this. We're going to go super micro to make sure you know by the end of our conversation today every single step that you need to take to land your dream job. I know so many people are out there right now. They are searching, they are hunting. We are having extreme challenges actually getting the role of your dreams. So I want that to be the last time that you ever have to deal with this. So my goal for today is to get you every single tool that you need to get you prepped, to get you ready. That is my entire mission for the month of September. If you have missed what is going on, we are on day 6 of Success Up September. So my whole entire focus this month, so 30 days, right? We have 30 days in September, is to get you every single tool that you need to success up. And I am loving what you all are doing because you are hitting the ground running in a way that I could not have even expected. Hitting the ground running, taking all the tools that I've given you thus far to elevate your success. And let's keep this going. It's only day 6. We have so many days to go. And it blew my mind because I offered for this month only success amplification sessions. They sold out like in an instant. So if you guys want this, I have more coming next week and throughout the remainder of this month. So visit soulmakeup.com to secure your success session today. These are $199 for a 90-minute session. So this is really just a super fun way to start dreaming about what your next level success could look like, and then actually figure out what actions you need to take and who you need to be to make that happen. So consider this your first step to create the success that you are looking for right now, because we don't wait, right? We're not going to wait until next year to do this. 10 years from now, why would we wait to create more success? I think creating success is so much fun. It is a huge passion of mine. It's something that I'm really good at doing. So let's get you that tool if you need that. All right, let's dive into today's mini training. So if you are new, once again, I'm so excited to be here with you. I am so pumped to show you exactly what needs to happen to step into being the woman that gets your dream job with ease. Okay. So there's no reason why whatever job you are dreaming about right now can't be yours. So we got to start really looking at building belief and possibility. And we're going to do that in a really big way today. So I have 3 things that I'm going to talk to you about. And I've helped hundreds of women in these 3 specific areas. So know you are in really good hands. I've got you every single step of the way. So what we're going to cover in today's mini training are the 3 specific steps. I actually have this written out on the whiteboard behind us to navigate getting exactly what you want professionally. We're going to look at the mindset that you need to be in to land your dream job. And then finally, we're going to talk about what specific actions you need to take to make sure this job is yours. So this will most likely be unlike any other process that you have ever learned before. So I want you to make space to be here as a student, just open your mind to learning a new way of doing, take a lot of notes, and always feel free to come back to this. This is going to be saved on my page, so you'll have this recorded recording forever. So you can take the learnings deeper, you can really sit with it, you can process it, and then you can start practicing the things that I'm giving you every single day, and then come back to this if you need additional support. All right. So step one of all of this is really looking at the 3 specific steps that you're going to have to navigate. And this is to get a job. This could be anything that you want to do in your life. It's the same steps apply here. So the 3 steps that we have to look at, and when you set out to achieve any goal, we're going to have to go through these 3 specific things, right? The first step that we have to look at is overcoming impossibility. Because when we subscribe to impossibility, what ends up happening is we create obstacles for ourselves. So that's going to get in your way of getting where you want to go every single time. And what's going to end up happening when you have a lot of obstacles in front of you? You're going to fall into inaction. So think of, if you're like me from LA, right? You're trying to get to where you want to go, and all of a sudden you're on the 405 at rush hour, right? So we know it's going to be really challenging and really painful to get where you want to go when you have a million cars sitting in front of you. So when we get into a place where we don't believe what we want is possible, we're going to slip into impossibility every single time. So you're going to have to overcome impossibility first, and then you're going to step into step number 2, which is possibility, right? So we've overcome impossibility, we're stepping into possibility, and this is really where you start to land opportunities, right? So things are starting to flow to you with ease. You're starting to actually get into that place where you're taking action. You're like, oh my God, yes, I'm doing it. The things are happening because you actually believe what you want is possible. So if you're in a place right now where you're stuck at step 1, I want you to think about what exactly is it in your mindset that's happening every single day that has you believing your dream job is impossible, right? And then to start getting into step 2, I want you to start thinking about, how could it be possible? What are all the ways that this could happen for me? And don't worry about the how, right? Just let yourself start free thinking, let yourself dream. I think for so many of us, we get into this place where we think as adults, dreaming is a waste of time or dreaming is stupid. But when you start dreaming and you start painting this vision for your brain is a problem solving machine. It's going to be like, hold on, let me actually think about ways that I could be doing this. And then it's going to start seeking solutions versus just subscribing to impossibility where you're like, yeah, this would never happen, so why even try? So I want you to really start thinking about, okay, if I was going to get on the 405 freeway and navigate getting around, like be your own Waze app, right? Okay, I could take this route to get there. I could take this route to get there. I could do this. I could do this, right? Start having fun with this and thinking about, okay, if this was possible, what would all the ways that I could get there be? Start really challenging yourself to think of being your own solution, getting resourceful, thinking about if you were removing all the roadblocks that were standing in your way right now, just make a list of what that could look like, because what's going to happen is you're going to be like, oh, actually, this is possible and I have work to do. So let's start taking action. And here's the thing about when you take action, and this is where I really have a lot of expertise, is your confidence is going to be built the second that you start taking action. I think a lot of us wait to actually have the confidence to start taking action, but that's not how it works, right? The second that you start taking action, you're going to start generating confidence after confidence after confidence, and your level of confidence is going to go up at light speed. So the more action you take, the more confidence you're going to generate, and that's going to help you get this job that much faster. Okay, so the third step that you're going to navigate is inevitability, right? So when you get into that place where you just see getting that job is inevitable, OMG, you're going to go into a totally different level of belief. You're going to be like, get out of my way. I've got to get this job. Like, it's just happening. I've already got it. And when you step into inevitability, you're going to step into done energy. And I'm going to talk more about that in a second. If you've never heard of this before, it is such a powerful way to get everything you want in your life. And this is when you're just going to be the woman who has what she wants. You're just going to navigate in the world in a very different way, because you're like, yeah, I just get everything that I want, right? And when you start to step into everything I want is inevitable, okay, this is the most powerful way to live your life. So we've got to first overcome impossibility, because once again, if we just think that it's impossible, it's never going to be possible. Then once we overcome step 1 and step into step 2, then we're navigating possibility. And once you live there, inevitability becomes the finish line. So these are the 3 phases you're going to have to navigate anytime you set out to do anything new in life. So this could be a personal relationship. This could be getting something big that you really want. Doesn't matter what it is. You're going to have to take your brain from, oh God, that could never happen. Oh, maybe it could happen, to, oh my God, it's happening, right? And this is such a fun way to spend your time, because once again, if you master this process, just navigating these 3 steps, getting what you want will become inevitable every single time, because you're just going to see yourself as the person who always gets what she wants, because getting what you want is always inevitable. That's how I think about myself. And I think about all of the things that I have created in my life. Of course, I'm going to get everything that I want, because I truly believe getting what I want is inevitable. I get everything I want in my life. I want that to be how you show up in this world too, and how you navigate this world. Okay. So once again, I want to really be specific. When we're here, we're living with obstacles. When we're here, we're in action. And when we're here, it's just done. And you're already the woman who just does the damn thing. So when you live in an impossibility rooted mindset, what's really happening is deep down within you, you have committed to a subconscious belief that getting your dream job is impossible. And that is not where I want to see you. I don't ever want you spending one more day of your life believing what you want is impossible, because it is 100% possible. We just once again have to overcome that first belief, because once we do, here come all the opportunities, right? So we want to be at a buffet where we are just picking from a plethora of opportunities that are available to you, because once you start living in these two categories here, that's what's going to happen. Okay, so we need to be very intentional about making sure that when you are subscribing to possibility, that you actually believe that it's possible. Because you can say, oh, I believe it, but if you don't truly believe it, you're going to be taking unaligned action. That's never going to get you where you want to go. So I want to give you some really key indicators of how you know if you're living in impossibility and an impossibility rooted mindset, and what it looks like when you actually shift out of that. So first and foremost, and this, you're probably gonna be like, okay, duh, Elise, Captain Obvious, like this, this makes total sense. But when you believe that it's not going to happen, of course, you're going to be living in possibility. So when you believe that, you're going to have a lot of limiting beliefs. And if you've never heard that term before, it's really just beliefs that are limiting you, right? It's like, once again, Captain Obvious. So you stacked up all these limiting beliefs in a way to where you're like, oh yeah, that's never going to happen for me. I'm not the person who could do that. And it's going to seem virtually impossible for what you want in terms of your dream job to ever be yours. And your brain is going to give you so much evidence. It's going to be like, yeah, this is why it's impossible. Oh yeah, people like, you don't get this. And it's going to literally sell you on the fact why having what you want is impossible. So you're also going to feel a lot of doubt, and you're going to find yourself second guessing every single move that you're making. You're going to be like, oh my God, am I the person that could do this? I don't know if I could. Do I really have enough? Maybe I need more information. Am I behind? Am I ahead? Right? You're going to really be in your head. And I always tell the women that I work with, when you're in your head, you're dead. So we got to stay out of here because once again, you've got to start taking the action, because when you're taking action, you're not going to be stuck in your head. You're going to be actually doing. And when you do, what you want becomes inevitable, right? So another way you're going to know that you're rooted in impossibility is you're always going to be questioning the value that you bring to the table. You're going to be like, oh my God, am I good enough? Do I actually have what it takes to make it happen in this role? Like, look at all the other people with all this other experience. They're better than me. Why do I even think that I could have a chance at this role? So you're going to spend a lot of time overthinking and comparing yourself to other people who might be ahead of you, or people that you see or that you think of as better than you. And that's going to leave you in a place where you're thinking you either need to be more like them to get the job, which PS you don't, or that you need more experience to get the job, which PS you don't. So when we're sitting here selling ourselves on the fact that, oh, I need to be more like her because people like her, good things happen to her, that doesn't happen to me, or, oh, well, look at all the things that she's done in her life, I need to do all those things before I could actually go for this opportunity. No, we need to sit there and start building belief that I have enough, I am good enough, everything I bring to the table is valuable, therefore I need to go for this opportunity now, right? Another way that you're going to know that you're in impossibility is you're going to spend a lot of time thinking that you need more experience to qualify. And you're going to, instead of like being in this place where you just trust that the experience that you have is good enough and that you know everything you need to know to slay this role. So I will give you an example. So when I applied for my role at Estee Lauder before I started my own business, one of the things that the job description had said is bachelor's degree is mandatory. I do not have a bachelor's degree. I went to the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising and have a degree in beauty marketing and merchandising. But at that point, I had 15 years of experience doing that exact role. I was doing product development and marketing in the beauty industry. So I just looked at that and I was like, I'm not going to let that limit me. I'm going to apply for the job anyways. So I ended up getting the job. Even though it was 100% mandatory, they said, we will not consider candidates who don't have a bachelor's degree. Did they ever ask me once if I had a bachelor's degree? No, they didn't. But if I would have let that one detail limit me and say, oh no, you can't have this job because, and that at that time was my dream job. So if I would have let that one little detail limit me, I wouldn't have gotten my dream job. So I don't want little things like that to stand in your way of believing that this opportunity is meant for you, because if you are the right fit, if your experience matches what they're looking for, if your personality is like, oh my God, that's an exact fit for our culture, they're going to give you the job, right? So stop limiting yourself of, oh, well, I need this, I have to have this, because maybe you don't. Right? So think about, that's a way to build possibility, is like, maybe I don't need to have the bachelor's degree. What if I got the job not having that one qualification because I'm so good at what I do that they just have to have me, right? Imagine if that's how you thought about yourself and that's the way you navigated the world. That would crush your doubt in 1 second. The other thing that you are going to really is an indicator of knowing that you're living in impossibility is you're going to have a lot of fear. You're going to have a lot of insecurity, and you're going to have a lot of uncertainty, which is going to make it really challenging to access the confidence needed to secure the position. So you're going to be like, oh God, what if? Those what ifs are going to start to eat at you. You're going to be feeling like, oh my God, I'm so insecure. And if you go into your job interview, you're going to be fidgeting and you're going to be questioning yourself and you're going to be like doubting every single thing that you say, right? You're going to have a lot of uncertainty feeling that doubt. So if you find yourself in this position right now, I want you to start doing two specific things, right? So just make this your focus is two things. One, you need to start looking at where do I need to generate belief and possibility? And I love doing this. And I offered you this question a minute ago by thinking about what are all the ways it could be possible? Have fun with this. Get crazy. Your brain is going to be like, oh my God, this is such a waste of time. Oh my God, you're crazy for thinking this way. You're not. You're just doing something you've never done before. So of course your brain is going to be like, oh my God, this is crazy. So I want you to just get wild. Sit down and make a list of what are all the ways that this could be possible. The second thing I want you to do is really start building belief in the value that you bring to the table. So think about, I have X amount of years of experience. So of course I know I'm going to be able to do this job. I bring these specific skills to this role. Of course I'm going to be able to do this job. I have this wisdom to offer. I have this ability to lead here. I have this ability to innovate and do team building here. I have these soft skills. When you start really looking at yourself from that angle and you believe wholeheartedly, like in your core of all cores, on the value that you bring to the table, this is where inevitability happens, because you're going to walk into that interview, whether you're doing it through Zoom or you're actually doing it in person, and you're going to be like, I'm the catch. You are so lucky to have me. You do understand the asset that is sitting in front of you, right? When you bring that into an interview, you will have to you don't have to say as much as to sell yourself, right? Your energy will sell yourself, because people who are interviewing you will feel your certainty. They will feel your value, because it's just an energy that they will experience, right? And they're gonna be like, damn, this girl like knows her shit. Oh my God, like we have to have her. She is an asset, right? So I want you to be so sold on yourself that you walk into that just knowing that they're lucky to have you, not going and groveling like, oh, I'd be so grateful to have this experience. No, they need you. That position is open. And so many of my clients are like, but I'm so, lucky and honored to have this opportunity. Yes, that is great to be there, but you have to remember they need you. So know that you're going into it with the advantage, because that's where that shift is going to come in, to where you're shifting from impossibility to possibility, to where oh, I'm taking action as the woman who it is inevitable that I get this role, right? Because you're going to feel so much confident in yourself when you navigate going through the interview process and that energy versus like, oh, I don't know if I'm right for this, right? And like minimizing yourself and subscribing to that invitation to feel less than, because your brain's always going to offer you that. So you might as well sell yourself on why you're the asset and why you're valuable, versus spending your time selling yourself on your doubt, because you're never going to get it when you subscribe to the doubt, right? Your doubt is always going to poke holes in your dreams. I want you feeding your dreams faith, not doubt. So once you shift into these two ways of thinking of yourself, right, to where you believe in how this could be possible and you know the value that you bring to the table, you're already going to shift into inevitability, right? So you're going to start taking that action fueled by the belief that you need to believe that it's inevitable, that I'm just the woman who's going to get this job. And once you shift into that action, that is where you are just like, oh my God, I'm so confident. You're generating confidence at light speed, because when you believe you can, you will do. Okay. And then once you do, you're going to generate all that confidence, and what you want is going to become inevitable. So when you get confident in what you bring to the table, when you get full of belief in the value that you offer and why this company is going to become more valuable because of your presence in it, of course you're going to get the job. Of course you're going to get everything that you want in your life. Okay. So that is part one, is navigating these 3 steps and really fueling that beautiful belief in yourself, feeling belief in possibility, and starting to take action as the woman who already believes it's inevitable. It's already done, right? Okay, so let's take this deeper. So step 2 of this is really building a mindset where you are confidently getting what you want, right? So if you're in a place right now where your mindset is rooted in doubt, it's rooted in fear, it's rooted in a lot of uncertainty, we want to overcome that by really subscribing to confidence, right? Because when you believe and you start taking action, those are 2 confidence fundamentals, right? The other part of it is trust. So when you trust, it's just happening. I trust I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I trust this is inevitable. I trust life is never going to close the door to an opportunity that's meant for me. Okay. Do you see where I'm going with this, right? So what I want to talk to you about now is an identity to try on that is going to help you build your mindset in a place of confidence and just seeing it as inevitable, right? So I want you to just try on something, and your brain might instantly reject this if you've never thought about this, thought about yourself in this way before, but I just want you to see how it feels. Okay, I want you to try on an identity of, I am a woman who always gets what she wants. What happened when you just thought that? Did your brain instantly reject it? You're like, oh no, I never get what I want. Oh my God, I'm so confused. What? Like, what did your brain offer you, right? I want you to really practice something intentionally. You can do this for the next 7 days. Just try it, right? You could try it and be like, "Oh my God, that coach told me to do it and it sucks." But I have I have a really, really strong hunch that's not what's going to happen, right? So I want you to spend the next 7 days waking up every single morning, and the first thing you tell yourself is, "I am a woman who always gets what she wants," and just see how that influences how you navigate the day. Because once again, I have a hunch it's not going to be like, "Oh, doubt this, doubt that, fear here, fear that." You're going to be like, "No, I'm a woman who always gets what she wants. So I'm going to figure it out." And you're going to tap into your resourcefulness. You're going to tap into all of your capabilities, right? Because you're going to start seeing yourself in a different light. So when you subscribe to this identity as being the woman who always gets what she wants, two very specific things are going to happen for you. You're going to become more decisive, right? And when you become more decisive, this is going to help you get so much time back in your day because you're not going to be overthinking every single detail. You're not going to be worrying about, oh my God, I'm not going to get the job. Oh my God, is someone else going to get it? Oh God, what if I don't get it? Right? And then going down and catastrophizing, like, I'm not going to be able to pay my bills. I'm never going to be successful. I'm never going to be happy again, right? Like, we don't want you spending any time actively thinking that, right? So when you get into that space of just seeing yourself as, I'm the woman who always gets what she wants, what's going to happen is you're not going to be worrying about making the wrong decision. You're not going to be worrying if you need more experience. You're not going to be comparing yourself. And this is going to single-handedly decrease your stress, your anxiety, and your worry levels, right? So that's the first thing that's going to happen. The second thing that's going to happen is once you feel more certain with your decisiveness, your confidence is going to build. And as a byproduct of your confidence building, you're naturally going to start attracting what you want in terms of your dream job with ease. So when you are in that place of really living in a place of confidence fueled by certainty, this is one of the most powerful attraction energies you can ever get yourself into. Uncertainty is going to cause confusion. And when you are in confusion, you are going to repel, right? A confused mind never makes a decision. A confused mind always stays in that place of being like, oh my God, I don't know what I want. Is this going to happen for me? And you're never going to get what you want with ease, right? So when you are in a place of certainty, you're going to attract with ease. So now that we tried on this new identity, I want to take this one layer deeper and start to embody this belief on a very intentional level. I think I'm going to have to start another live stream though, because it's about to boot me off. So stay tuned. I'm going to pop back on in just a second because it's only allowing me to go live in 15-minute increments. So I will be right back.